Günther von Kluge was a significant figure in German military history, particularly during World War II. Born in Prussia, Kluge's military career spanned several decades and included notable achievements as well as controversies. Kluge began his military service in the German Imperial Army in 1900, rising steadily through the ranks. By the outbreak of World War I in 1914, he had already established himself as a capable officer. During the war, Kluge served on both the Eastern and Western fronts, earning commendations for his leadership and tactical acumen. After the war, Kluge remained in the army during the tumultuous years of the Weimar Republic. Despite the limitations imposed by the Treaty of Versailles, he continued to rise through the ranks due to his skills and dedication. However, like many other German officers of the time, Kluge harbored resentment towards the treaty and its perceived injustices. When Adolf Hitler came to power in 1933, Kluge, like many of his peers, initially welcomed the new regime. He rose to prominence within the Wehrmacht, Germany's unified armed forces, and eventually attained the rank of field marshal in 1940. Kluge's early successes in World War II, particularly during the invasions of Poland and France, further enhanced his reputation as a competent and capable commander. However, Kluge's fortunes began to change with the invasion of the Soviet Union in 1941. As commander of Army Group Center, he faced the formidable Red Army in a grueling campaign marked by brutal fighting and massive casualties on both sides. Despite initial successes, including the encirclement of Soviet forces at Smolensk, Kluge's advance stalled as the harsh Russian winter set in. Kluge's reputation suffered further setbacks with the German defeat at the Battle of Moscow in 1941 to 1942. His cautious approach and reluctance to commit fully to Hitler's aggressive strategies drew criticism from the Nazi leadership. Nevertheless, Kluge retained his command, albeit with diminished authority and influence. In July 1944, Kluge's career took a dramatic turn when he was appointed commander-in-chief in the West, tasked with defending German-occupied France against the Allied invasion. However, his tenure in this position was short-lived, as the failed assassination attempt on Hitler's life on July 20, 1944, implicated Kluge in the plot due to his connections with some of the conspirators. Despite his protestations of loyalty to the regime, Kluge was relieved of his command and replaced by Field Marshal Gerd von Rundstedt. In October 1944, he was appointed to command Army Group B in the Netherlands, where he faced the daunting task of repelling the Allied advance towards Germany. As the war drew to a close, Kluge found himself increasingly marginalized within the crumbling Nazi hierarchy. With Germany's defeat imminent, he became disillusioned with Hitler and his regime. In August 1944, Kluge was implicated in the failed Operation Valkyrie coup attempt and chose to commit suicide rather than face capture by the advancing Allied forces. Günther von Kluge's legacy is a complex one, reflecting the contradictions and complexities of the era in which he lived. A skilled military commander who rose to the highest ranks of the German army, Kluge's career was ultimately overshadowed by his association with the Nazi regime and its crimes. Yet, his story also serves as a reminder of the individual choices and moral dilemmas faced by those who found themselves caught up in the maelstrom of World War II. Thanks for watching.